Hey guys, welcome to this video. So I'm making this little video today for a chap called Gavin Wood. He's a follower on Instagram and he's a follower on YouTube. Good old YouTube. Yeah, I just wanted to come on here and try and answer some of his questions for him because he was asking me, and I'm sure you guys can relate to it. If you're a beginner gardener out there and you're just getting into the industry, there'd be a whole load of questions going through your mind. But one of the topics you'll be thinking is, how can I gain more work? How can I get customers straight away? Because I know it's really, really tough. It's scary, it's daunting. You wanna get into this business and you're thinking, well, where am I gonna get the work from? Am I gonna have enough work? Am I gonna have enough income to cover my bills? And the simple answer is yes, you will. Don't panic, please don't stress. Even if you have X amount of jobs a week and you don't have a full book, you will still earn enough to cover your general outgoings, running costs, and pay your basic bills. You know, the profit comes later on. That's the aim of the game, isn't it? We start a business because we want to make profit, but you start from the bottom and you have to work your way up. It doesn't just go boom, right, here you go, here's a whole load of work and a whole lot of income. You just got to be patient and you've got to be willing to dig deep, never quit, never give up, and just be resilient. I'm going off on a bit of a tangent, so let's get back to what we were going to be talking about, and that is promotion and things that you can do to try and get more customers on board to start with. There are lots of parish magazines where you can put posts in. There's loads of places where you can advertise. You can pay to have a little thing put in the shop window. They're great, don't get me wrong, people will see them, but that's costing you money. We're now living in a day and age where we have technology, and technology is free. Facebook, we have the Nextdoor app, but Facebook is how I started. I use the local community boards. I'll just give an example. We've got one called Godalming Community Board. That's local to here. We've got a Cranley site, which is not far from here. So if you're in Dorset or in Wales or Cornwall or wherever you are, you'll have local Facebook groups. And my advice would be go on there, put a little professional post up like you would if you were going to put it into a parish magazine or a shop window, but you're just doing a little simple thing that you can put online. And the thing is with Facebook is everyone's going to see it. You think of how many people go on those sites and how many houses and gardens there are in your area. That's a lot of potential customers and a lot of potential work. So use the Facebook sites because they're completely free, and again, loads of people will see them. The same applies to the Nextdoor app. That Nextdoor app is brilliant. I've only ever had to use it once or twice in the 6 years I've been self-employed, and I promise you, I literally off one post had 30-40 inquiries one time. Now I couldn't take all the work on, but I still had the inquiries, and the beauty of that was I got to go around, pick and choose which customers I like the look of, like the sound of, and then I was able to choose which ones I wanted to go and work for, because the last thing you want to do is go and work for somebody who's a penny pincher or someone who's going to be a late payer. And sometimes when you go and do a quote, you just get a bit of a vibe, don't you? You know, you get to suss somebody out. You can tell straight away whether they're going to be the customer for you or not. But Facebook, Nextdoor app, they are the best free sites to gain work fairly quickly. I say you may pick up half a dozen jobs. If you get 10 jobs, you could squeeze them into a weekly rota or an every other week, but that's enough to get you going. It's a start, isn't it? You know, and then after that, all the little gaps will fill in. Because remember, if you get a few of these jobs off Facebook or Nextdoor and you go in, you're professional, you look the part, and you do a really good job, remember, they're bound to have friends that may not be on social media, so it's going to be word of mouth then, isn't it? So you do a good job, oh, I recommend you to Mrs. Jones or Mr. Smith up the road. You know, all of a sudden you're networking. So from something as simple as a Facebook post or a Nextdoor app post or, you know, social media, you will absolutely bloom. But it's all on you, remember. You've got to turn up, you've got to work hard. Another little tip for you guys is never agree to take on something you know you can't do. Now, I know some people will say, well, look, how do you know if you can't do it if you've never tried? True, massively true. For example, if somebody says, oh, can you do a decking? And you've never done a decking before, my best advice would be, don't take it on by yourself. Go and find somebody who is a landscaper or another gardener who's got a bit more experience in that kind of work, and say to them, look, I want to take this sort of work on in the future, but I've got no experience in it. Would it be okay if I came along with you one day, worked on site, saw how you did it, and try and pick up a few tips from you? So never try and take on anything too big. Try and sort of work within your comfort zone. So if your thing is, like for me, for example, I do a bit of strimming. mowing, leaf blowing, leaf clearing, making gardens look generally tidy, a bit of weeding, a bit of pruning, shaping up shrubs, you know, that kind of thing. Jet washing patios, that is really easy basic stuff that anyone can do. It's not rocket science to start and to do it, but the more you do it, you do get better at it, if that makes sense. I hope that kind of makes sense anyway. It's really just about being honest with people as well, because remember, customers aren't stupid. They can read straight through you. If you say, oh, I can do that, da, 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 and then you can't, A, you're going to look at it, but B, yeah, it's just not worth it. Don't ruin your own reputation before you've started. Go in there, be honest about what you can do, and then do that job to the best of your abilities. And I promise you now that they will recommend you to their friends and family. And I say, from a few Facebook posts, you might gain 5 or 10 jobs, and then all of a sudden, boom, word of mouth, you've suddenly got 10 jobs becomes 20 jobs, 30 jobs. And before you know it, honestly, when that sun comes out, your phone will be buzzing. Everyone will know about you, and they'll be like, oh, well, we'll get that guy because we've heard good things about him. Another little thing that I haven't touched on yet is build a website. Again, you can get some free websites built up and do a Google page or something, and then people can come on and leave a review once they've used your services and that. Another thing you can do as well, which I haven't touched on yet, is sign write your van. If you think about it, it's free promotion. Wherever you go, wherever you park up, you're going to be advertising that you're a gardener. The negative side to that is you might attract the wrong sort of attention. You might get, you know, unfortunately in this industry, and it does happen far too often, there are people out there that are looking to rob you of your livelihood, steal your tools. And obviously when you have a sign written van, you are a magnet to the thieves. This is, again, where I say magnet to the thieves, that's getting me on to my next point. If you want to sign write your van but don't want to permanently sign write it, you can get these magnetic signs that you can put on and off your van. You take them on and off every single day. The best thing about those is nobody knows you've got tools in the van or whatever. But my best advice would be, if you can, take the tools out and lock them somewhere safe, like a shed at the end of the day. Because honestly, if somebody takes your tools, it's a killer. I know too many people that have had their livelihoods disrupted, and it's just, yeah, it's scummy. It's the lowest of the low when people take your tools and your livelihood, you know. Those are my tips. So number 1, social media, Facebook, Nextdoor app. Number 2, a Google page so people can leave reviews and stuff like that. Number 3, sign writing or like magnetic signs, because again, it's free advertising. Wherever you go, people are going to see it. So hopefully this really does help you guys out. I know it's not much, but they're just a few little things that I think could benefit you starting your business and getting going on your kind of career path in the gardening industry. So if you have got any other questions about starting a business that aren't related to, you know, gaining customers, but you just want other advice or tips, please get in the comments below. I'll do my best to reply to everyone and answer your questions as best as I can. Now, I started from nothing and I'm turning over a good wage now, you know, way more than I ever anticipated that I could potentially do. If I can do it, you can do it. Just about getting up, working hard, right attitude, right mindset, never give up. Never give up. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up this little video here. If you're new to the channel and you haven't been in before and you find anything I've said today useful or helpful, then please smash that subscribe button. There'll be more talky videos as well. I do a lot of action videos throughout the busy season, but I want to do more talky videos and business advice and tips and tricks and all that kind of stuff as well. So yeah, please smash the subscribe button, come and join. And if you like the video, give it a big fat thumbs up. Got any comments, get me below. Take care, keep working hard. See you later. Peace out.